bitch.
Hey, we're live. Mics are live, I think.
Great, thank you. Oh, I don't want to end. Continue.
The look of concentration on your face.
So,
Concentration on your face.
hey, your volume's up.
I just turned it up. Bitch.
So we're gonna start the podcast. Oh, we got 5 minutes still.
Yeah,
we're
that's what I'm
playing.
saying.
We're playing some video games right
All of
now.
a sudden, he's ready
Yeah,
to
he's
slow
like
things
Mr.
down.
Time all
No,
of a sudden.
you are.
You, yeah.
Things down.
Whatever. People.
You're like, let's get going. That's normally what you say. I'm gonna turn off my computer, even though it says do not turn on my.
That's a disaster waiting to happen, homie.
Well, if only I had an IT person around. Oh, it's me.
Damn it. Ah, you son of a bitch.
What is this, Contra 3 or whatever we're playing?
I'm mad. How do I get out of here?
Hold down and select. There you go. Now it'll go back to the menu. Or you could hit the reset, but I hacked that into it.
Do you need to turn that down so we can't hear it? Oh, F0. Wait.
Oh, you hit the wrong button. I think it's A or start, something like that. If you hit B, it'll go to your save state. You're just
Gotcha.
and everything can be saved at a certain state. Oh, here we go again. Well, let me find
Man,
out.
I wasted a ton of time on this game whenever I was little.
F-Zero.
Yeah. Did it come free with one of the consoles?
I don't know.
think
I only
it
had
did.
Super Mario World with my Super Nintendo.
This was a Sega game, wasn't it?
I don't think so because, well, maybe.
I think it
maybe
was.
it came with both because this is one of the original. This actually came with this. It wasn't added by me.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Damn it.
Oh, at least I got a percentage of my updates now. So, yeah, we probably need... You know what would be neat is we need another camera.
Turn that one around.
Then people can't see our beautiful faces.
They don't care about us.
Oh, they do. Isn't there some sort of... I know there is.
What?
There's some sort of USB internal
Yes,
where you could hook
Black
a...
Magic.
Black Magic?
Yep.
Isn't there something... Is that the only type thing? Is that what...
No, there's a bunch. Black Magic's kind of the, like, top end.
Is that what the gamers use on the
They
Twitch and all
can,
that?
Yeah. Black Magic's typically a Mac plug-in device.
Oh. So I would need something for the PC.
I think they make one. I think they make a version for the PC, but I have heard that it doesn't really work,
Oh.
which is funny, but whatever. Yeah, in second place.
I'm thinking that's hilarious.
Shut up. 2 laps left.
Topics for podcasts. Here, let me get on the...
Get out of the gutter.
That's what I always say.
Plug-in device.
Sorry.
Man, that's really loud.
I'm trying to mute. Where's the mute button? Okay, I'll just turn it on my phone.
Third, I was... Isn't there like a turbo button on here or something? Oh!
I'm not used to this interface. Oh, share. That would be... Share now. I don't know if it posted as me or is stuck in beta. Let's write a comment here.
it. Do we need to start? We got a minute.
We got 34 seconds. Better get on this, you know.
Turn the TV down so we can keep playing.
Here, our mics are probably about a little bit
Check,
lower
check,
than-
check, check. Check.
Sound good.
2.
Josh.
You want to check?
Hey now. Check, 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 check.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I just
you
screwed
just
you.
killed his game.
I know.
Man, this Frogger lead-in is forever.
Why is there hit start or something?
There, yeah.
Come on.
I know.
We're losing viewers.
No, we're not. We ready?
Well, I guess, yeah. Go ahead. Do I have to fade it out now?
Sorry.
Hey, welcome to Stuck in Beta, episode 62?
Something like
62.
that.
Hey, stuckinbetapodcast.com. I'm Greg. With me is Mario and Luigi.
I'm Mario. Actually,
What are you saying?
well, you're wearing green, so that's why. I
Yeah,
was gonna
that's
say
exactly what you were
Luigi.
saying. Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, then he'd be Luigi.
I know.
So, we've got the Super Nintendo Classic hooked up here, and
I think you're gonna have to turn this thing off.
probably
Why?
because this guy can't concentrate.
No, I'm holding a conversation just fine. No one's
Sounds
asking.
like one of my whiny kids.
So, yeah, so probably this week we're going to have a lot of distractions
Why?
because this guy keeps... Man, to be honest, this is pretty bad graphics for Frogger, for
Yeah, it
Super
is,
Nintendo.
too.
We're all distracted. So, I'm trying to pull up our schedule, and it's hard because my
So
computer's
today's
down.
no
What's wrong with your
beard day.
computer, Greg. No beer day?
Beard.
Oh, okay.
Did you guys know that?
No. I haven't shaved in a
heard
while.
this earlier today on the radio, and I noticed that you're not following
I'm
suit.
probably
You're the most
going on 2 weeks.
scruffiest I've ever seen
Week and
you.
a
I
half,
think
maybe. No, I went longer last year.
your hair's all disheveled.
Yeah, I need a haircut bad.
Hey, me too.
You got 2 weeks worth of growth on your face.
Yeah.
It's like looking a little rough, like a hipster.
Poking out his
maybe?
chest, too.
Yeah,
Your gold medallion you have hanging
Yep.
there.
Yep. You got to earn that,
your
man.
hipster
Looks
look.
nice. tight,
jeans.
skinny,
I'm
skinny
not wearing
jeans.
skinny jeans. No,
Man,
sorry, gentlemen.
you can't see that on the video, but he is wearing skinny jeans.
He's not. Doesn't even have pants on now.
Yep, that's how I roll.
Well, I said get comfortable, but
Well, yeah. I mean, what else are you supposed to do?
will not take off your pants.
That was a Al Bundy move, wasn't it?
No, he just stuck his hand down his pants.
Undid
Yeah, but
his-
he undid it. He undid his pants, didn't
yeah,
he?
I did
Yeah,
his
I guess.
button and zipper.
So, you finally found a game that you're
beat
decent
Frog.
at. And okay, hey, so
Hey,
so what'd you do this weekend,
Mr. Frogger.
gamer?
we sat around
Luigi?
the house. We didn't do a whole lot this weekend. We were going to go out to Missouri Kids Unplugged. They were having a bonfire, but we ended up not going out there. But beyond that, we did absolutely nothing.
That's interesting.
Yeah. You're trying to be mean
I had a
and
really-
distract me.
I had a really busy weekend.
Oh, I know one thing you did, but what'd you do?
I'll go ahead and let's talk about
Were
that
you
one
peeping
thing
on
we
it
did.
again?
So it's kind of a baby update.
Yeah, it
The
is. sort of a
soundboard
baby
guy,
update.
if he wants to push the
I
thing here. Oh, there we go. He is alive. So the baby's room, little Millie's room, is
Short for millionaire.
millionaire. Yeah. So it has a popcorn ceiling in that room. And
Ugh.
popcorn ceiling is awful.
You have those in all your bedrooms, though, right?
Yep. Very popular, up until
70s, 80s, something like that?
Oh, hell, I'd even say in the 90s, don't you think?
Like they were still installing them?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Our house in Imperial had it, and it was built like 99, something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know, but so if you look at videos on how to, so Molly and I want to get rid of it. So I looked up a bunch of videos, and of course they say, oh, just squirt it with some water, and then take a putty knife, and comes off just like butter, real easy.
Sure.
Well, yeah, exactly, sure, because I got one of those like a stain sprayer type pump thing to spray water on the ceiling to make it a little easier. Sprayed water all over the ceiling,
and
scrape, nothing. Scrape, really nothing. I mean, you got little chunks, but it was really hard, and you kept peeling part of the drywall paper, which is not something you want to do because you're going to have to go back and patch it all up.
Right. Well,
I think what we found out, what our best bet was kind of, well, we never really figured out the best bet. We scraped like a lot of the little nubbins of the popcorn because it was painted over popcorn. Oh. So it sealed in all the, you couldn't get the moisture to penetrate. So you had to oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Sounds dirty.
It does sound dirty.
So you had to scrape the little nubbins off so you can spray up into the ceiling. And, well, what are you doing over there?
So this was, I somehow became a part of this project. I invited Greg. I asked Greg to go to the local little festival that was going on here. And he said, well, I'm busy doing this ceiling, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. I'm like, all right, well, I'll come over and give you a hand, and maybe we can go afterwards. Well, yeah, it turned into, what did we spend, 2-3 hours on it, something like that? And it was just nasty. It was just hard. It was like concrete. It was like scraping concrete off the ceiling.
Really?
Yeah.
It never looks that hard on TV shows.
I know.
Yeah.
On the TV shows.
And there was literally like, we would have good runs where you'd get a bunch of ceiling and it'd be perfect, but then
then it would rip into the drywall.
Then you rip into the drywall. So
messy. I would not recommend it to anyone. And apparently Molly said that she actually told Greg that he didn't have to do this.
Well, yeah, I thought it was going to be a little bit easier.
So, but now that room doesn't match any of your other rooms, right?
Well, we're not messing with all the other. So now I got to take some mud and some joint compound and
smooth it out,
and then sand it,
paint that,
and then paint it.
Molly wants to put. we got a fan for in there now, a ceiling fan to go in there, a small one. We had one that was the size of like a giant living room for this little 8x10 room.
Would have been a wind tunnel.
Yeah. So we ended up getting a smaller one. Molly kept going, why can't we get one of those little chandeliers in a room? I'm like, a chandelier? I don't know.
I never really noticed the popcorn look. Like, I don't even know that I noticed that you had it. It's one of those things I've never really paid attention to.
It's because it was so popular. Almost all the homes had it.
I mean, my house doesn't have them, but it was built in the mid-2000s.
So the worst thing about it is cobwebs really get stuck in all those little pockets, and you'll see little hangy things, of cobwebs hanging from all the little popcorn pockets up there.
Well, that, and then once your house reaches a certain age, the popcorny stuff starts falling down.
I don't know if we're broadcasting at the moment or not. We've got a blank screen here and a big blurry logo.
No, we are.
We are? Okay.
That's your computer.
Yeah.
All right.
Way to go, Josh. Made us panic for nothing.
Greg's usually doing that.
It's weird for me not having this computer working. It's been rebooting for the last hour.
Yeah, easily.
There it is.
So, another thing I was going to say. So we ended up getting we're going to have people come out and measure our carpet. And Lowe's actually had a really good deal where they have like Stainmaster carpet or whatever and free installation and furniture moves and all that.
Oh, wow.
So And we talked to the guy there because Home Depot actually has the same thing going on, but cousins of ours have had really bad experience with them. They came, they went to the room to put the carpet in. They said, "Oh, the furniture isn't moved," and they left.
Oh, jeez.
And they didn't come back at all. They're like, "What the heck?" And then even when they went to Home Depot and complained or whatever, they go, "Oh yeah, we wouldn't suggest using our team of."
Holy cow!
Don't use our installation team.
Don't they sub that out to local
I would think so, but this guy says that Lowe's is really good, so hopefully.
I've always wondered if that, buy the carpet and get the installation free. I've always wondered if that was a decent deal or not.
Well, I've never tried it. I've never had carpet installed anywhere in my life.
We've always taken it out.
Yeah.
Well,
not in bedrooms though. We only did our living.
That's what we were thinking. We got that. What is it?
Like laminate.
No. What's that called?
Berber.
Berber. That's what it's called. We got that in all the bedrooms, and it really sucks, and it's old.
Yeah.
So I had that project on Saturday, and then
you didn't know you had.
Yeah, that I didn't know I had. Nor did I plan this next project on Sunday. So a friend of ours had asked me a while back to build her a kitchen, a new dining room table, like a farmhouse style. Those are really popular right now. And I never really built a table before. So I started on it a while back, and it's been sitting in my garage, like partially finished, because I got to a point where I built the tabletop, and then I tried to assemble the legs and attach them, and the legs kept they weren't sturdy, they were wobbly, they were everything. So I started this project in March.
Oh, geez.
And here we are in October. And
that's not like you, right?
No, but I was just super frustrated with it. I was angry. I was like ready to give up woodworking. I haven't done anything since that, and my wife's been getting on to me about finishing it because it's taking up space in the garage. This girl she's been very nice and patient about it, and she's just like, should I ask somebody else? I'm like, oh god. She's like, I was planning on having. She's in a new house, and she's like planning on having Thanksgiving there this year. So then I got to feeling really guilty, and then Lori's like, you just gotta get that done. Just get out there and you'll be fine. Just watch some YouTube videos, and my pride, I guess, got the best of me or something, and I was for a while, and I was like, I know how to do it. I'm just, for whatever reason, I'm blaming my tools and everything else. Anyway,
I got to buy new tools?
No. I kept blaming
That'd have been a good excuse for me.
I did buy a new sander, but I was blaming my tools because they weren't cutting right. What it turned out to be was I was using these lag bolts that were too small. But anyway, I watched one YouTube video, and I'm like, oh, that makes sense how they attach the legs. And I went out and bought 4 lag bolts and attached it. I had these legs on, and it was looking like awesome in like a half an hour. And Lori was like, oh my god, I just want to like smack you, because it's been
how long was it when you
since March. I started on it in March, so April, May, June, July, August, September, right? 7 months.
Did she know you were building? So she said, hey, could you build?
Yeah.
Oh, sure, I'll get to it.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, so patient. She never said, hey, are you still doing a table? Or?
She did a couple times. I actually, when I first started on it, I took some pictures, and I'm like, hey, look at this. I was like,
back in March.
And she was, it had been so long that I had lost
That'll
the notes.
Be great for Thanksgiving.
I lost all the notes.
She really wanted it for Easter.
Yeah, she probably did. So anyway, I got that built, and then you saw it on Sunday. I had it all stained nice. And everything. Yeah. It turned out really good. I was really impressed with my ability, and everybody else. I got a lot of good compliments on it. So I got the table built, and she wanted a bench to go along with it, and I'm just about complete with that. But
you're quite the table maker.
Thanks.
Yep.
Sounds fun.
It is. I don't know. But yeah, that was something that it was just weird how I got hung up, and I just was really ready to just tell her to go find somebody else to make it. And
go
find
someone else.
But anyway, I'm glad I pushed through.
Well, nice.
Your PC's almost booted. Hey, look, it's coming up.
We're back up. There's my beautiful face from like 20 years ago, it looks like. That's weird.
So
that came from.
I wonder if it was the creator's update that was released.
I don't know.
1709.
You shared with me this story coming this Saturday to Arby's.
Do you know about this?
Mm-mm.
A venison sandwich.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. We talked about that, didn't we?
No. This must have been on your other podcast.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, the one you actually don't phone in. You know.
No, yeah, this was announced, a couple months ago, wasn't it?
So
I just heard about it last week.
So what it is, last year they had a test market, and the dogs are going nuts. Last year they had a test market in different Arby's of the sandwich, and I think they had like 250 of each sandwich, or of each patty or whatever at each restaurant, and they all sold out really quick. And we weren't one of the test market places, but apparently it did really well because they're bringing it to all Arby's, and they're saying that it's if you want to get one, be there when they open because. So it's going to sell out pretty quickly.
Well, we don't even have an Arby's anymore.
Yeah, we don't. I guess you go to Arnold, but I mean, it's going to be probably a wait. Kind of reminds me of on what was that on The Simpsons, where there was like the rib witch at the Krusty Burger.
This is going to be one of two things. It's either going to be really good or they're going to screw it up cooking it.
It's a big old chunk of steak.
It's like a chunk of steak, yeah.
And it's
deer.
It's got like onion rings on it.
And juniper berry steak sauce.
Now, I could pass on that, but...
Juniper berry.
Now, what are juniper berries?
I don't know.
Probably from the juniper tree.
Juniper is that's
like an evergreen tree.
Oh yeah, that's those little blueberries.
Yeah,
aren't those poisonous?
I don't know.
Doesn't sound
maybe it gives you a little tingle. The poison really kills the gaminess of this
of this deer meat.
Yeah,
it's like both are things that you would find in the wild.
Yeah, and
juniper berry.
So while this is going on, they're test marketing an elk sandwich.
Oh, really?
In other Arby's,
an elk witch.
An elk witch, yeah. So,
are they testing that up north or what?
I don't know. When I read about the test markets from last year, it was like Tennessee, Philadelphia. They had it all sorts of different places all over the country. So I know Tennessee is a whole state, not a
country.
Yeah,
it's kind of its own country. Kind of like Texas,
Yeah. So, would you guys try it, though?
I would, definitely, yeah. It looks really good. Especially with a one-time opportunity like that. It's not like it's around for a season.
If the Arby's here was open right now, and it would be definitely something we'd have to do on the podcast.
We'd have to have a special podcast.
Yeah, we'd have to record it special.
Well, yeah, we'd have to have a Saturday's podcast, but,
Saturday special.
Yeah, we've never done that before.
Trying to think. I've got some things. I'm going to be out and about on Saturday. Maybe I'll see if I can find one.
I think they're going to be sold out everywhere. I really do. I was reading there'd be like 100 or so at each restaurant.
100 sandwiches?
Mm-hmm. Or the patties or whatever.
I wonder if they're pre-cooked and they just have to warm them up or something.
Sear them?
Yeah, because that cook on there, I don't know if your average burger cook is going to be able to get that cook.
And if it is, and then he'd burn one, and then he's like, well, we only have 99 patties.
I don't know. It'd be interesting.
So another thing. When I was a kid, and still now, I loved...
You're still a kid.
I'm still a kid. I loved Weird Al. He was, a lot of fun or whatever. I had all his albums.
You have all of his songs memorized now.
I have a lot of his songs memorized. When we're listening to the radio and when a song comes on and I know the parody version, I usually sing the parody version of it. But the funny thing is, he's going out. So if you've ever seen him live, I think you have. Have you went with me before? I don't know. It's Six Flags. He's been there before, and he puts on an amazing show. I mean, he has videos. He does costume changes when he does fat. He puts on the big fat suit and stuff. But this, he's got a tour coming out now that he's going to do smaller venues, which, normally he's in big, arena type places.
Really?
Yeah. And he's going to do smaller venues, and he's not going to do any costume changes, no videos or anything, and he's not doing any parodies.
All original.
All his original stuff.
Like, give me an example of an original.
Songs,
No, he's got probably most of his songs are original. Like every album has probably about 3 or 4 parodies, and the rest are all original songs.
It's going to be an MTV Unplugged event.
He says kind of like a Storytellers, like VH1 Storytellers. That's what he's saying.
How old is he?
That's what I was trying to find.
I think he's 50.
It's actually called the Ridiculously Self-Indulgent, Ill-Advised Vanity Tour.
Yeah. It's kind of got a long, catchy name, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how old he always...
The funny thing is, in his post there, he says, like, this tour is not for everyone, because if you're wanting to go there and see Eat It and Smells Like Nirvana and all that, well, you're not going to hear it.
57.
Man.
Huh.
So that UHF movie, that was great.
I love that movie. There you go. Really UHF, movie. That song.
That's our.
That's original. That's an original.
Yeah.
So the closest place though is Columbia. He's not coming to St. Louis.
Columbia, Missouri,
Springfield, and Kansas City. So those are the 3 closest to us. I didn't check. I think tickets went on sale today or something. My cousin Dana and I may go. We're looking into it, so I'd have to report back. I don't think it's till June or something though.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. So hey, let's do a snack.
Let's do it.
Where is it?
So, I've actually been... This has been something I've been wanting for the snack segment for, I don't know, like a month now.
Yeah, you bought them and then lost them.
I lost them.
Okay, there's a story here. How did you lose this giant, bright orange bag of Skittles?
Well, he
was mad.
Yeah, he was. He was tearing the house up.
He was tearing the house apart.
So it was in the pantry, but in the back, underneath something, and I guess it was like a bag of brown sugar or something, and it just kind of
formed right over it.
Yeah, it kind of camouflaged into it. I don't even know how it got under that, but anyway.
Yeah, that was like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, wasn't it?
So we have Cauldron Skittles. It's a Halloween version of Skittles, and it's well,
are they different flavors?
I think it's kind of like the Starburst. Here, I'll
what do we got?
Read you the flavors here. Well, I thought they'd have them on the bag.
Lurking lemon, twisted tangerine, ripping grape, petrified pear, and bogey berry.
The funny thing is, I don't know where you're seeing that because it's not on the bag.
The internet.
Oh, yeah. That thing's still around?
Oh, so they're just regular flavors. Oh, man. That just gave me flashbacks of last week's snack.
What?
That fruity... I had a lemon.
Which one? Oh, Skittles. The lemon?
The lemon Skittles. Remember the mystery Oreos?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was the worst thing ever.
I can give you one of those.
Oh, yeah. They were great.
I didn't think it was as bad as you guys are.
I kept burping that crap the rest of the night. It was so bad.
So these taste like Skittles.
Yeah, just regular Skittles.
I think,
Nothing.
But it's in an orange bag.
It's in a different bag.
got Greg.
That's what makes them fun. Molly actually got them for me, so.
But they didn't even do anything to the Skittles themselves. Like, they didn't change their colors.
Them, yeah. Different.
What do you want them to do? Come on.
Well, the flavor could have changed a little.
Yeah, make them spooky flavored.
Well, what do you make spooky? What are they going to taste like? Oh, this one tastes like blood. Blood, bones.
Like death.
He was all about it. Now he's like, what do you want him to do?
Yeah. Well, this was a big build up.
Yeah.
3 weeks in the making.
Yeah, no kidding.
For regular Skittles.
For regular Skittles, yeah. I'm sorry, I ruined everything. Well, hey, we got a beer too. Let me grab that. Sorry.
I think the video game before the show really messed him up.
It threw him off.
It did.
He was looking for that damn HDMI cable for 10 minutes.
I know.
And then he found it. He's like, well, we're not going to play.
And you were like, go hook it up.
Well, we both, yeah.
And then you guys were playing it.
You spent that much time looking for it. You might as well. There's no show prep done. The beer's not ready.
When you eat Skittles or anything similar to this, do you like to have a mixture, or do you care? Or because you're a guy who doesn't like to mix things.
Normally I don't care, but I'm doing it to taste the flavors.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a great slogan.
It is a great slogan.
Yeah, I'm a all dump in my mouth type guy.
Didn't know that about you, Greg.
There's this week's show title.
Yep. Dump it in my mouth.
Okay.
Is that our house band?
Our house band wanted to kick it live for us. So we have today Goose Island Cooper Project. This is number 1. They have, I think there's 3 out now. This is a barrel-aged Scotch ale.
Ooh.
Age 4 months. It is
8.7.
Ooh.
8.7. Josh is faster with the internet.
Yeah, Greg's having a hard time reading
the bottle, reading the labels. Why do you even put me in the
Scotch
hosting
ale?
position?
Wee heavy.
Oh, it's a wee heavy? Okay.
Yep.
Wee heavy.
Wee heavies are typically pretty darn good.
We had a Scotch ale a couple 3 or 4 weeks ago, didn't we?
It was before the Neapolitan Dynamite, wasn't it?
Well, yeah.
The week before?
Man, we got too much crap on the bar here. There's not room for stuff.
Now that's a barrel aged
Yeah,
That is a
enjoy.
barrel aged.
that I can enjoy is what I was.
Yeah, it's pretty smooth, pretty mellow.
So you don't. I just don't get why you don't like barrel aged.
I just said I like this one.
I know, but normally you don't.
I don't like those ones that are like super like whiskey flavored. This one isn't.
No, this
is
one's
a
real
lot
mellow.
more.
Which is weird. You would think a
Mellow.
Scotch ale would be a little bit more that whiskey flavor.
Well, what did you tell us about a Scotch versus whiskey, or what is the difference between
It's just
Scotch?
barrel, isn't it?
Well, technically, Scotch is from Scotland.
Oh, we had this conversation, and then I looked it up, and I read the description, and you said exactly.
Yeah.
Scotch is from Scotland.
But Scotch ales aren't necessarily made in Scotch barrels, right? I don't know. We looked this up.
I think
Yeah, we
Scotch barrels can be reused. Bourbon barrels cannot be. And then there's whiskey.
And we're making this all
That
up.
has something else.
That's not bad. It's a real mellow.
I think it's pretty tasty.
Yeah.
Bourbon, I don't really care. Bourbon barrels, that's stuff I don't like.
See, I like the bourbon. It's sweeter. Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's... There we go. What's the difference between Scotch, whiskey, and bourbon? Oh, gosh, this is a lot of reading. I thought it was going to be simple.
Here's the answer. 3 words.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to read all that.
Okay, you're not going to read all that. We don't have a movie song.
No.
We need one.
We'll try this.
Hit it.
Okay, that's enough.
When did you move an orchestra down here?
So, did you see there? I mean, I don't know if you've ever known. Anyone out there? YouTube has a ton of free music in their creator studio area. And you used to be able to add it directly to your videos. Now there's no video editing. So, there you go. Hey,
boy.
Off
you
the
were
rails
on fire.
Man, I'm sorry.
So Friday night, man, we spent a lot of time together this weekend.
Yeah,
Greg.
I know. How about
Friday,
that?
Saturday, Sunday?
Man.
Friday
and
night.
Where were you? You were just at home.
Last week.
Phone didn't
ring.
I think it was last week on the show.
I called you.
When somebody didn't show up.
Uh-huh. You knew I wasn't going to be here.
Greg was talking about the Happy Death Day movie.
Yeah.
And so he wanted to go, and then we weren't able to go on Thursday or whenever the opening night was, but my son wanted to go on Friday, and we looked into it. It was PG-13, so I was like, okay, that sounds good. And we went out Friday night. And Greg joined us, and what was your takeaway of the movie?
So, if you don't know about the movie, or anyone listening, it's about it's very similar to Groundhog Day. Girl wakes up, she goes through her day. At the end of the day, someone in a weird baby mask, which is like this mascot for this university they're at, kills her. Then she wakes up, same day, over and over again, every time she gets killed by the same person, but she's not necessarily in the same place when she gets killed, so she could be, and she may get killed in different ways, too.
Yeah.
But she always gets killed. So, in other words, it's kind of like a mystery more than a
thriller.
Yeah,
sort of.
Yeah. I mean, there's the horror elements, but it's more, I would say, more mystery thriller than true horror movie.
Yeah,
because this whole time she's trying to find who the killer is, who's killing her,
right?
Because she assumes, which kind of like all of us, like playing video games, you're like, you keep dying, you try to figure out how to not die, you know.
Sure.
So anyway, I actually had a good time with this movie, but I didn't think it was as great as it could be. Like, I thought it was as original as a movie could be that's copying things off of they even mentioned Groundhog Day in it.
Yeah,
which is
I thought that was kind of cool. At the
end. She's like, Bill Murray, who's that? She didn't even know who that.
I read an article that was kind of interesting where they talked about how Hollywood now has found another way to like copycat. So instead of just doing a reboot, they're taking an existing plot and putting a spin to it. Which is what this was. But the other interesting thing about the movie, too, that I didn't catch, and it totally makes sense, is that it was similar to Scream. The movie Scream.
That's what I was thinking of when you guys were talking about
Yeah, that mask, and it had the guy in the mask, and it felt a lot like that because the killer, I shouldn't say guy, but the killer had that mask on, and it was just very... like
Ghostface.
Yeah, that image that you saw constantly throughout the movie. But the thing about the movie that I thought the acting wasn't great, and it seemed like a lot of the lines were like ad-libbed, like it just didn't seem well written. But I liked it though. I'd say it was like a solid B. It was worth my time.
I'd give it about that, maybe B minus. But I just got done. Well, like before we went and saw that, we watched Halloween Resurrection, or we tried to. Have you ever watched that? That is like
no,
probably one of the worst acted horror movie. I mean, horror movies. That came at the
late 90s, I think you said.
Yeah,
early 2000s.
It was after H2O. H2O was 20 years anniversary of Halloween. So it was just like some reality show staying at the house that Michael Myers was in. And
2002.
So we turned that off, and then we found Halloween H2O, and we started watching that. And I tell you what, that is just as bad.
Really?
I think it just. And we've watched Scream recently, Scream 1 and 2, and actually those are good movies.
Yeah, they are good movies.
Yeah.
You know, and
what was it? I Know What You Did Last Summer?
Yeah.
And I Still Know What You Did Last Summer?
Yeah. Those actually are good movies. They're well, as much as a horror movie can be well acted.
You are saying horror movie.
Horror, yes.
Yeah,
but
those Scream movies are really good. I think there's 4 of them, and I think last Halloween, Lori and I watched all 4 of them.
Oh yeah,
they're good.
Yeah, but I think this had about a similar type of acting. I think each of them had like their own clique, which kind of they overacted that, like the snotty sorority girl and the nerdy kid and the jock.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, it's kind of how it is.
What was that Damon Wayans? Didn't he make a ripoff of like Scream and
all the scary movies?
Scary movies. Yeah, I couldn't think of the name of it.
Yeah, isn't there like 100 of those?
Really? Probably.
I know there's a lot of those.
Yeah, wasn't that Anna Faris's one of her first acting jobs?
Yeah,
that's right. But I thought it was a decent movie, and it was neat to see like a different idea. I mean, it was a similar idea, like you said, of Groundhog Day, but it was a different spin on it. I thought it was a good movie.
And we went to the Festus Theater here, and it was packed.
It was packed.
Really?
We got there a little early, too.
Yeah, we got there, I don't know,
20
about
minutes?
10, 15,
15,
20 minutes. And it was full.
Yeah, it was packed.
We had to sit on the 3rd row.
Oh, jeez.
So, you know how you have that, it was the next row in front of the
aisle
or the stadium seating. Yeah. So
that was tough.
That was the only thing that kind of killed it. That you had to sit that close. And man, I guess they underestimated how many people would go see it because they have much bigger theaters.
Oh, was it in one
there?
of the small
and it
ones?
was in one of the tiny ones.
Huh. How's the reviews on like Rotten Tomatoes and stuff? What's its percentage?
That I don't know.
I heard that it did really well, though. It was the number 1 movie over the weekend.
Really?
Have you bought your Star Wars tickets?
No, I'm not. I'll just buy them the day of.
I got
65%.
Oh,
that's actually a good
bad,
rating for. It's over 3. What is that? About 3.5 stars.
Yeah.
Or however you want to say that. So beside that, Black Panther, they released the trailer.
And a lot of the poster art, too.
Yeah. And so, I mean, they had a teaser, I guess, I don't know, that may have been last spring or something for Black Panther, or maybe it was during Comic-Con. But this one really shows off the Wakanda and the, like, all the technology and stuff they have. And I don't know, to me, it looks like it's going to be pretty cool,
Yeah, it looks very action-packed, very futuristic, kind of.
Yeah, like, what was that one last year that came? Doctor Strange. I had like
that was a couple years ago.
I had no interest in seeing that, and I even tried watching it and didn't.
That was weird.
I failed at watching it because I'm like, I can't do it.
So were there any other of the Marvel characters in that, like the established Marvel characters from the other movies? Was there anybody in there? I didn't see
Black Panther.
Yeah. None showed up in the trailer.
There's one guy. On Civil War, there's a scene that takes place in Wakanda where there's one guy that is, he's mining all the vibranium, and he gets his arm ripped off.
Yeah.
Well, he's in it. He's going to be what's his Claw? I think that's his name.
Okay.
He's a villain.
Oh.
Okay.
So he doesn't. It showed him with like a cannon or something on the end of his arm.
Okay.
But if I remember, yeah, I guess he has interchangeable things.
Well, sure. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, Trapjaw with He-Man had that.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, it looks pretty good. Very hip hop vibe too.
Yep.
It. So
what are you trying to say?
No, it's very good. So
what's its release date?
February.
February? I thought it was November for some reason.
Yeah. And man, so you bought your Star Wars ticket?
Yeah, the morning after they went on sale.
Yeah.
I got the reserved seating up at one of the, what do they call them now? Marcus Theaters, the Ronnie's Theater with the reclining.
You got the recliners. Oh, okay. Okay, then I could see reserving those.
Yeah. I had to get the 7:30 showing Thursday night instead of the 7 o'clock showing.
So it's not like I'm not going to be able to see it. It's just I won't have the comfy seat like you will.
Yeah, I mean everything was on sale. You could have bought tickets for any showing.
Yeah,
but I mean, why not?
The 5-star lounge though is what you should. Well, you're probably taking Jackson.
I mean, it's one of the reclining seating reserves.
Yeah, but they don't have the
waiters and waitresses.
Yeah,
no, they
and
don't.
that's what you need.
Whatever. No.
What's the point of a recliner if you're not going to have if you're not going to have a person giving you your drinks and all that?
I'll have my drinks when I walk in.
You don't know how to do
you don't
it
have somebody
right.
fanning you?
Yeah.
Come on, feeding you grapes,
massaging your feet.
Did you hear the new title of the Star Wars Han Solo one-off?
Yeah,
Solo, a Star Wars story or something.
Solo.
Yep.
And that's being directed by Ron Howard.
But I mean, what was it? The two guys that did Lord Miller, they both. I mean, they got to have their name on it still because
they started it.
Most of it was done by them, and Ron Howard came in to finish it. So
I wonder if his brother will be in it.
Oh, you got to have Clint Howard in every Ron Howard movie, right? If at least in a stormtrooper outfit.
Yeah, but how would you know?
Well,
I mean, the part of the gag
maybe
with,
his
with
voice.
Clint Howard is seeing Clint Howard.
So he gets shot and then
his helmet falls off.
Yeah, that's how you do it. His helmet falls off.
And you could film that after the fact pretty easily.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't be hard to do.
Yeah. Just need him for like an hour in front of a green screen.
Yeah, that would not be hard to do.
Just have ILM do it.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, I didn't really have anything for pop culture this week, and I was hoping one of you guys would come up with something. It's Halloween. We got to come up with something, right?
TP. It's not Halloween.
Oh,
yet.
that would be next week. We'll come up with a Halloween pop culture. Man, nothing.
I didn't have anything.
I'm loving the new DuckTales.
Are you? Are you still watching?
I'm loving it.
That's McDonald's.
I know you're laughing at me, but it really is good. It's good.
Have you on your edge of your seat?
Because every episode...
You shed a tear?
Okay, I watched all of them growing up or whatever.
That feeling in your stomach that you learned something, a valuable lesson?
Yes. At the end, there isn't a lesson at the end. I'm just saying they'll have like a little teaser, like they had Gyro... on his notepad at the end of one of the episodes saying Project Blabber and Blatherskite. So Gizmo Duck, that was the word for Fenton Crackshell, and then so I know you guys aren't as
out loud.
I know you guys aren't as into it as me,
out loud,
but
Josh.
it's a very good show. You guys watching the comment section? Because
there's no comments. Nobody's watching. There's nothing.
Well, geez, I'm sorry.
Thanks for distracting us from.
So anyway,
DuckTales.
I'm telling you, DuckTales is really good.
Huh?
Just believe me.
Okay.
You both have. Well, you both have. Well, at least you're young. You're younger, and
Jackson.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know if my soon-to-be 12-year-old. I think that's a little too much. I think
whatever. Come on now.
So this Dubai police getting hover bikes.
But don't we have a tech sound?
Do we? No.
We should have one, shouldn't we? Well,
oh, you're gonna search the YouTube.
Here we go. Tech. Now it's time for tech.
Man, when'd you move that piano down here?
So this, you put this on here. A couple of there was a news article and then a YouTube video of this hover bike.
So this is freaking amazing.
It's pretty wild considering MythBusters did a whole episode on hovering type equipment like this and riding on drones. Man, they
did a whole episode like what
it would take to do that.
Really?
Yeah. And Grant had to build an 8 or 16 prop device that he could stand on, and it still even then was not stable whatsoever. But this thing looks crazy.
Man, it looks like they took a giant drone and put a motorcycle in the middle of it.
You know what it looks like to me? The scooter thing from Return of the Jedi that did.
Yeah, it does.
What the hell? Yeah, the speeder bikes.
Speeder bikes, yeah.
That's why I was wondering if it's real.
Do you see the
wires?
The cars in the background, though?
The wires?
The other police cars they have?
Yeah, they're all those crazy ass. Yeah,
they have like a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Is that a Hummer?
Might be a Land Rover.
I don't know. They're all fancy.
All their cop cars are crazy fast, fancy, expensive cars.
They're so his helmet, he looks like a stormtrooper or something.
That's what made me think it was one of the speeder bikes. I mean, it looks pretty wicked.
Where is Dubai? India?
The Emirates, United Emirates.
Yeah, United Arab Emirates. It's over kind of that way, Saudi Arabia area. They're the ones that built their own island recently for resort areas.
Okay, yeah, here's a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Police cars.
Bentleys.
So they're just very wealthy.
Yeah, extremely wealthy. Oil money, I believe.
So I had another video of that as well, and it actually does compare them to the... Oh, shoot, I clicked on the... So it's got a speeder... It compares them to the speeder bikes from Star Wars.
Oh, yeah, sure enough.
Except they don't have the same handles. They're more like a motorcycle.
Yeah, and moving propellers.
Luxury patrol cars, self-driving drones, and a robotic cop.
Hey, if you guys were wanting to end at 5:50, it's getting to be that time.
Well, you could have not said that. We were going to end. Listen to him.
Great.
I know. Hey, if you guys want to end the show early...
I just want to make sure you're not late.
So I know all you are watching this video and like, man...
This show is great. Where can I find more?
This is the most awesome video. Where can I find more? Well, let me click on something here. So, go to stuckinbetapodcast.com. That's our little website that has all our social networks, links to just about everything. But you can also go to iTunes and Google Play and Stitcher and search for Stuck in Beta, and you'll be able to find us there. Also, do us a favor, go on iTunes and review our podcast. Why don't you give us 5 stars?
Yeah, 5 stars.
Give us some good feedback, and then maybe more people can come. It'll help us get sponsors, more money, and give you a better show.
Money?
More money.
More money.
Well,
are we already getting some money?
Yeah, he's just not telling us.
Oh man.
No. All this stuff is all out of
pocket.
Out of my pocket.
I've contributed.
I know.
You've got a great studio, Greg. And
well,
you've added an orchestra and a baby grand piano.
I know. Well, that's it, and we'll see you next time.